Hi, hello there. Welcome to my channel, Mace's Life, where this month I am determined to have a good money month. But with today's video, I wanted to go over my week 1 of my March 2026 monthly budget. So if you like this type of content, or if you're just eager and curious to see how I spend my money as an HR analyst here in Northern California, then please stick around. Please like the video and subscribe. But let's go ahead and get started. So, sorry if you can hear, I am still recovering from a nasal procedure, and so I just have a runny nose because of that. But anyways, let's keep going on. So, in the upper left-hand corner, you see I have my net income, and I have my work income here in this line. Now, I get paid once a month, so this is not like a bi-weekly salary that I receive, no. This amount of money is just the only money that I really, truly, honestly expect to receive this month, and this month I received my main income. I added back in what gets contributed to my retirement account through my pension, but then I also received an extra $31.22 after tax. And that is just a telework stipend that I get through work. All right, so then let's move on down to my expenses. So for week 1, which covered, I believe it was February 28th or 27th until today, March 8th, I have everything listed here in this week 1 column. I wanted to try something new. Typically, I split everything out into 5 weeks. But this is just something new, so we'll see how I like it. If not, the next month I'll go back to the 5-week schedule. But for the personal and beauty spending, I spent $10. That was just for some feminine hygiene products. For the parking and work category, I had to spend $10 for the bus fare, and then I spent $12 on 2 cases of sodas for a work potluck. Then my renters and car insurance, that's the same. However, it changes next month. So I would not be surprised if it goes up just because of how the world is. Then for my utilities at my apartment and security. So my water, gas bill, for my heating, it was $68.76. I thought that it would be lower because I only used my heat maybe 2 or 3 times the entire month of February, but I got charged $70. So immediately when I saw that bill, I called my landlord and they had maintenance come over and turn off my heating completely. So I don't have access to even use it anymore the rest of the year until I call them back, sometime during the fall months to turn my heating unit back on. But this is the same issue that I had last year where I am not using my heat, but my heat is being used for one reason or another. So I'm just having it turned off. I've told my landlord about this multiple times, but they just turn it off and say, well, we don't smell gas, so there can't be a leak. So I'm going to go ahead and raise my monthly budget amount to $290. I don't expect anything else for my apartment utilities and security bill, but anyway, I'll just leave it like this. I don't know why that says $30. $27.14. So I'm looking at my previous month's budget to see where that $30 could come from. I think that $30 I transferred over from last month because that's how much I had to pay the city. But it should only be this. So then I'm going to change this amount to $285. This is why I like and I prefer to have a budget that is online, because I can change things very easily. I can go back and look at my previous month's budgets and even my previous year's budgets. If you can see down here, I have prior year budgets down there. But doing budgets by pen and paper, although I love to do that so I can cross things off, it doesn't allow for pretty edits. I'll have to white out everything. Alright, so then moving down to my SMUD electricity bill, it's only $41.29. That's just freezing light because I haven't been using any AC. Although next week it will be 90 degrees. So I'm sweating in my apartment right now because it's hot at 10 p.m. Alright, then my phone bill is $72.68. Fun, I have not spent anything yet for this month in the fun category, but this is my birthday month as well as one of my best friend's birthday month. So we may go out. Who knows? Then for the household category, I had to buy a few different things. My cat food attracts ants. So I like to get like ant spray. It's ant and roach spray. Just to spray that around the entrances and around the baseboards. I also got things for my security camera. I need to change out the batteries, so I needed to get new batteries, and I needed to get a specialized screwdriver. Things such as that. That's what I spent in my household category. Alright, then my electronics and Wi-Fi bill. I don't have anything that I spent this week, but I know in the third week of the month I'll have that $45.39 come out, which is also why I had the $27.14 here. Alright, then for my gas, I have not spent anything on gas. I take the train to work, so I'm hoping that my gas bill will be lower this month, but who knows, because gas prices have risen, so then it may just end up evening out. Alright, so gifts. These are gifts from me, myself, and I, because it's my birthday month. And so basically how I'm treating this category is whenever I see something that I want that I normally would not allow myself to buy because I'm on a strict budget to pay off my debt, I'm just going to buy it anyways. As long as it's, within the $100 gift category. So some of these things are for food. Yeah. That's typically what a lot of it is. It's for food, or beauty supplies, that sort of thing. Spending $15 with my friend, etc., etc. Alright, so for food out, I ate out twice so far this month. Spent $31.15. For tithing in church, I did not tithe in church anything, or send money to church, at all this week. And I need to make up for last month where I forgot to until it was too late. Alright, so applied to debt, I have minimum payments now that I've paid off my personal loan of only $700 and some odd dollars. Well, it's right here. $712. But I wanted to do the snowball effect and put the monthly minimum payment that I used to put towards my personal loan, so the $553, towards my card that I'm focusing on, which is my City Double Cash card. And so instead of just waiting to the end of the month, which is what I typically do, for that I'm just automatically snowballing it. Alright. Savings is $50. I have not sent anything to savings yet. Car maintenance, nothing yet. However, next month will be a big car maintenance month. Travel, I was going to go traveling this month with some friends. I am not going to end up doing that, so I'm going to put $0. However, I do have a work trip next week. Last minute work trip, and I do get reimbursed for my work trips, but it could take 2 to 3 weeks depending on how busy the travel team is with the reimbursements. So I actually need to come back here and I need to add that $75 here. So I'll get reimbursed for food, for Lyft, for the train, for the hotel, for mileage, for the BART, because I will be going into the city. So I do get reimbursed for everything, paying for parking, all that, 3 meals a day. But it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks sometimes to get reimbursed. So that'll be week 2. I'm just gonna put, is that $85? All right, and because I have 2 days of work travel and then a work conference, so work travel's on Thursday and Friday, and then a work conference on Wednesday, where they're all paid for my food, I don't think I'll have to eat out at all this week because my work will be paid for it. So that'll be nice. Okay, so let's keep moving down. So for cats, I spent my monthly $51.99 on my pet insurance, and then $43.21 on cat treats. I got bulk cat food last month, and I also got cat litter bulk last month as well. So I only need to buy some treats, and the treats will last me about 2 months, hopefully. All right, groceries. So I had spent about $53, which is kind of how I spaced it out for each week. And then I got a notification that a grocery store near me was going out of business. Well, it wasn't near me, but it was on the way home from work one day. Or no, on the way home to a friend's house, or from a friend's house. So I went ahead and I stopped at the grocery store. It was going out of business. I got several things, $123 worth of food that was largely discounted, such as, like, for instance, a 5-pound bag of flour for 50 cents. I got a lot of produce. The meat and the alcohol were not on sale, so I did not get any of that. There were some things that I got that were labeled on sale that actually were not on sale. They were mixed around, but majority of the things were largely on sale. All right. Then my health. So I spent $137.61. That's my monthly gym membership. Spent $3 because I did not have water one day, and I include the water here on my health budget instead of my groceries or my food out, because I always try to curb my grocery spending and my food out spending, because I tend to overindulge in food, but I don't want to ever have to curb myself in anything that I deem as health related, such as water. So I put my water here in my health category whenever I need to buy water. And then I also spent $10 to get my body scanned. So it just scans my weight, my BMI, my strength, how much I hold water. It records my metabolic age, which I am 74 years old as a metabolic age. So I need to greatly work on that through exercise and dieting, I'm guessing. All right, rent. My rent is $14.31. I had put $15.16 here because that's a 6% raise, and my rent has not increased in almost 2 years now. So I know it's coming sometime soon. I'm thinking it's going to come in May. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and adjust those numbers. Then my retirement is $538.33. Then for my interest payments, I only paid $61.12 in interest this month. So I'm going to go ahead and update those numbers. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and update my house, which I should have done already, but let me do my cats. I don't expect to spend any more in my cats category. And this is also what I mean by just like that I have this Excel sheet and I can just come through and edit and change the figures as needed, and it's very, very simple. So I have an extra $101 after you subtract my income, which we talked about at the beginning of the video, from my budgeted expenses. I keep this money here sort of as a buffer. I don't actually keep an actual buffer in my account. The last day of the month before I get my paycheck, I spend everything in that account. By spend, I mean I transfer it all to debt. But this is the only little buffer that I keep in my account, and that is just because if I keep, a rollover $50, $25 in my account month to month, I'll end up spending it frivolously because that's what I've done in the past. Hopefully, once I start getting better at money, I won't do that once I learn some financial discipline. But as of right now, this $101, that is what I keep as a buffer towards the end of the month, and then I will put what's actually there into my debt category. Okay. Alright. But that is it. That is my spending breakdown for my week 1 of March 2026 monthly spending. Thank you for following along, especially if you stayed to the end of the video. I'd love to have you join this financial journey with me, so please subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out in a couple of days. It'll be my debt confessions video. Was it month 32? Oh, I've been paying off debt a very long time. I'll probably be paying off debt for another year and a half, but that'll be out in a couple days. Just need to wait for all the numbers to configure. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!